Assalamu alaikum everyone and welcome to Plane Geometry Part 1. In this lecture, we are focusing on the foundation of almost every geometry question you will see in admission tests like LUMS LCAT, lines, angles, and angle relationships. Masterpiece and nearly 70 to 80% of plane geometry executes fall into this place. Let's begin. We have acute angles. So whenever two lines meet, they form angles. Very basic. But let's lock the names in your memory because that's just love to hide easy points here. Another name is obtuse. You should also know the straight line has 180 degrees. And the reflex angle would always be the one which is greater than 180. So whenever angle is greater than 180, we call it reflex. Simple so far, right? But the real game starts when you look at angle relationship. So when two lines intersect, the angles that sit next to each other on a straight line, for example, alpha and beta, are called a linear pair. And most importantly, each linear pair is equals to 180 degrees. Their sum obviously. And this comes up everywhere. So I'll show you an example. So one angle is 50 degrees. Another must be 180 minus 50. That's it. One line, two angles, total 180. Vertically opposite. Whenever two straight lines intersect, opposite angles would always be equal. For example, here alpha and beta are opposite and equal to each other. And if one angle is 40, the other would also be 40. No calculation needed, just the recognition. Parallel lines and transversal. This is the heart of plane geometry. When a transversal cuts two parallel lines, six major angle relationships appear. So let's suppose these two parallel lines, A and B, and uh, all right. So lines always have the line segments have the endpoints A, B, C, D, and here is the transversal E, F. And as you can notice, we have a lot of angles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In this case, the corresponding angles, which form a shape like F. This angle, this angle. For example, let's call it C, or maybe, yeah, small a. Let's start from that. So small a. B. Now, in this case, the angle D, and the angle H both are corresponding. Similarly, you have C and G because they're also the part of the F. If you reverse the shape of the F, then you'll have angle E and angle A. If you consider opposite F like that, so these two angles are corresponding. And similarly, the angle B and angle F also be corresponding F. So here's the point: every corresponding angles are equal to each other. So the angle D and H both are the same, and so are the other angles. We also have the alternate interior angles, uh, and they would be equal. And similarly, the opposite angles would also be equal. So for the alternate angle, you have a B. So this angle at this angle, they both are alternate, and they would always be equal. In our case, it looks like you can form a Z from by taking angle C and angle F. So these are the alternate angles. And similarly, angle D and angle G, you have like that. These two. The last are the vertically opposite angles, which are kind of an X. For example, angle E and angle H, they both are vertically opposite and they would be equal to each other. Similarly, angle C and B. Now, let's suppose I tell you that the angle B is uh, 45 degrees. Find the other ones. You know that AB is a straight line and B is from here. So A and 45 should be equal to 180 degree, and this would be 135. Now, since the 135 and D are vertically opposite, hence it will be the same. Similarly, C would be 45 degrees, opposite. Here it seems like this one is an obtuse angle, but these are not drawn to scale. So just focus on the values, not the what it appears apparently. Okay, appearances can be deceptive, and these are not drawn to scale. All right, now let's draw a Z, and hence you get E as 135 because you have a Z like that here. Uh, and because of 135, you also have H as 135, and 45 and F are also from our Z. They are alternate angles. And so you have seen that just by knowing one angle here, we were able to decode all of that. So you need to make practice. You need to know the F, C, and the vertical opposite angles, and you would be well prepared for algebra.